A very quick set one in the books. New Mexico State took control at the beginning. They won set one over Hawaii. This match has a lot of meaning in the WAC. Two undefeated teams battling it out for the lead in the Western Athletic Conference. Both teams undefeated. Hawaii, number 8 in the nation. Hi, everybody. Anne-Marie Anderson alongside three-time All-SEC player Maria Taylor. Wow, Maria. New Mexico State with a chance for a signature win. What do they need to do to sustain this?
We said that coming out of the gate, they have to be able to block and serve well. And guess what? In the first set, they did an amazing job with 4 blocks and several aces, doing a good job putting it on Jane Croson.
Let's get to our impact players quickly.
All right, we'll start with Hawaii and Kanani Danielson. She is the senior leader and also the foundation for Hawaii, leads the team in kills, but has not been able to get started yet tonight. Meredith Hayes, the freshman for New Mexico State, though, she leads the conference and her team in kills and points scored. Let's take a look at what she's done today. She's hitting out of the back row, going up against triple blocks, showing absolutely no fear, going up on the outside, hitting through double blocks, and of course she's changing it up, changing the tempo, knowing when to tip, playing well beyond her years as she takes on the final ball for the first set, as she takes on Hawaii, the 8th ranked team in the nation, and the freshman shows no fear.
Yeah, I like that you're saying she shows no fear. She also shows no bravado. No, hey, look at that, look what I can do. She just does her job.
She's completely humble, and she's doing it for the team, and she looks for her team for energy and never places anything all on herself.
Danielson still looking to find her groove. Outside to Hayes. Big block, and it's on the line. Well, that's Hewitt and Oyato.
Well, you see Hawaii has already decided that they're going to step it up against Hayes, and with a clean double block, a great job setting it up, and good block penetration for Hawaii.
Emily Maeda serving. Back to Hayes. Hayes again off the block, and Mike Jordan is up and out of his seat. As you look at Brittany Hewitt having a good time in the middle. There's Mike Jordan, 3-time WAC Coach of the Year. The middle, again, Hawaii working hard to establish it early. And another kill from Kelsey Brennan.
Well, we saw a lot of that in the beginning. Kelsey Brennan doing a good job going off the 1 foot, using the slide to see if she can establish that right side. And you know what, as long as she's continuing to produce, that'll open up things on the outside for Meredith Hayes.
2 of the top coaches in the WAC facing off. Mike Jordan there. His 14th year against Dave Shoji and 37th year with Hawaii. What a dig from DeVries. Danielson shut down. Looked like she forgot that Maeda was in instead of Croson there. Hawaii keeps it in play, and it surprises New Mexico State.
Well, that's one of those energizing plays you get when everyone's just using one-arm digs, trying to get the ball back over the net, and the ball falls for Hawaii. Right now, really, New Mexico State looking to focus on this one pass set and a great kill to get them back on track.
Attack through the block. Stephanie Ziegler.
Oh, I love the pop that Ziegler's giving us already early in the first set, and she carries it over into the second, swinging through the seam of the block. Already has 4 kills here tonight.
Kuster serving, a senior who coach called a fiery, very competitive player. Yeah, Ziegler said, I don't think so, to that dunk. Hayes from the back. Full effort from Hawaii, chasing it down.
And again, Hayes coming out of that pipe, the middle back position, and swinging. Like we said, even though Hayes is in the back row, she is a viable option, and that means that 4 hitters are always available for the Aggies.
8 kills for Meredith Hayes and a smile. Kanani Danielson, they're all off-speed shots. Ziegler. There's a little power from Danielson.
Well, the timing has been off with Danielson, almost as if her approach isn't as powerful. She's not getting a great first step, but she's almost reaching behind her to swing at some of these balls, so we haven't seen a perfect contact. But that time, it was great contact. She had perfect connection, and she was hitting the hut, which is the faster set outside.
Oyato serves. Ziegler getting more and more confident with kill number 5.
She's doing a great job transitioning all the way out of the court, getting a great first step, and look at that leap. She's showing no fear either, and again, that's a double block there going up against Brittany Hewitt too. We've seen get some huge blocks in the first set.
I quote Coach Mike Jordan in our conference call earlier, Ziegler is on the floor for her passing.
That's what he said. Well, we wouldn't know.
Kills, yeah.
I remember him saying too, well, she doesn't have as much pop. I'm seeing a lot of pop out here today.
Might want to reevaluate that right now. Maybe she was listening in. Hayes, plenty of pop. Kill number 9. She's on her way to another double-double.
Absolutely, and I like the way she's using the block a lot. She knows it's going to be there, but she doesn't shy away from it. A lot of times if hitters try to go away from the block, they'll end up hitting out of bounds, but Hayes goes right for it. See if I can get some high hands and change the direction of the ball and challenge the defense.
Having a little fun now, too. Big smile. Ziegler. Another one.
Ziegler's just catching everyone out of balance on defense. It seems like the Hawaii are still moving, but you see her look at her full transition, getting all the way out of bounds. Quick swing, great arm going around the block there.
Stephanie Ziegler, 6 kills, plenty of communication, a redshirt sophomore out of Tucson, Arizona.
Remember, she's only about 5'8" there. She's getting up, working hard in transition to set up her kills.
Danielson down the line.
A great swing by Danielson. We've seen her a lot on the outside, but she connects a little bit here on the right. Would love to see her get going even more, maybe even some more attacks out of middle back.
So with Danielson in the backcourt, Jane Croson has come back into the game in the front. And a tough serve. She went right at Ziegler.
Yeah, we see Croson playing the front row now. She has not played in the back row. Seems like they've made the decision to leave the DS in. Take some of the pressure off of her passing right now. Just let her play front row and be who she is, which is a very dominant hitter.
Desiree Scott.
That time just a little low, timing a little off. She's taking it over with DeVries herself. Never got quite high enough above the net to take a good swing.
Fierce. Hayes, full block, pancaked up. Oyato goes outside. Croson takes a good swing at it. Hayes had to clear a few people out of her way first.
And she's going up against the setter, DeVries, right now. That's where the mismatch is. Look to see, more outside hitters going over the setter, DeVries.
Nice pass outside. Hayes blocked. Hewitt got most of that ball.
Yeah, great close by number 4, Brittany Hewitt, getting all the way out to the pin. Great footwork here. You see her shuffle blocking, reaching in, and doing a good job penetrating. Great hands on that block.
Leads the WAC in blocking, 11th in the NCAA. And up against Hayes, she has plenty of opportunity as the serve goes long.
Well, what's so impressive is that she knows that if she does not make it all the way to the block, she can use her hands to close, and that's something important to teach middles, that you don't always have to make it, but you can't stop trying. And that time, that's how she got that block, because she never stopped trying.
Jenna DeVries serving for the Aggies. Danielson passes. Back. Blake sets back to Croson. What a dig! Hayes' ball hits the antenna. That's automatically out.
Yeah, any ball that hits the antenna is automatically called out of bounds, but what a great up we just saw. Look at that, stepping outside of the block, doing a good job. Kelsey Phillips getting on the ground, the senior libero who has to play a lot of defense for this Aggies team.
Hayes. Oiatu calls her own number. And again, Kelsey Brennan successful behind the setter.
Well, how about Kelsey Phillips setting that slide with the bump set? Remember, your libero cannot step in front of the 10-foot line and use her hands to set, so she uses her platform to set the ball to Brennan.
Hayes is serving. Let's see if she goes at Croson, who is in the back court to receive.
Remember, that's what we saw a lot of in the first set, just keeping her off balance by making her take the serve.
She does, and Blake steps right in front of her, says, I'll take that, thank you. Ziegler, dug by Blake. Hayes, triple block.
Well, it seems like Hawaii has really figured out how to set up that triple block. It completely closed. You see that time. We've seen a couple of triple blocks that didn't make it all the way closed, but this time against Meredith Hayes, all 6 hands over the net and penetrating, preparing for the block.
Ziegler on a tight set, powers through the block. Danielson goes long.
And again, not quite the clean hit that we're used to seeing out of Danielson. You can see her kind of shaking her head, maybe just a little bit frustrated. The balls are low. She is hitting that hut. You see Coach Shoji just talking to her. Relax, deep breath. You got the next one.
Janae Coppage, a sophomore out of Las Cruces, serving for Kuster. Another tough serve and free ball to the Aggies. Will they convert? Yes, they will. Desiree Scott puts it away.
Great quick in the front from Desiree Scott. Really about the 3 zone on the net and the quick one. You see her here. She did a good job transitioning, getting off the net as a middle. That's part of the most important part of your job. Transition, get off the net, and be ready to swing.
Another one, overpass. Ziegler waiting for it.
Hey, New Mexico State practiced that the whole serve and pass. It was about 5 minutes they spent working on overpasses. They must have known that they were going to be serving tough. You see there Ziegler just changing direction of the ball on the net.
They did spend a lot of time working on that. You and I commented. The plan must have been to serve very tough. And
we've seen them have to utilize that skill a couple times here in this match.
Outside, Danielson. Dug by Hayes. Adolfo behind. Hayes tips. Outside. Blocked long, and Danielson gets her 5th kill.
And you still, maybe as a hitter, even though Danielson gets that kill, you're still thinking, I want a clean kill. I want to feel good about what I'm doing. I mean, you're happy that you get it, but again, you don't want anyone to touch that ball. You want to get one good swing in to feel good about what you're doing offensively.
Mita Oyato serving, 5'8" out of Long Beach, California. Not very big, but plays such a key role. Coach is running the 5-1 with her, and the blocking is good. And there's a perfect example.
Yeah, and she also does a good job making touches. We talked about DeVries as a setter. You're about 5'8". You're getting touches. You don't have to block complete balls, but you do need to get your hands over the net and press and kind of just disturb the hitters as much as possible.
Blake pursues and saves, but could not be captured. It's another kill for Kelsey Brennan.
Well, Kelsey Brennan, they have not found the answer for her running that right side position. Remember, last year she was a middle, running a lot of quicks in front of the setter. This year she's a right side, playing all the way behind and doing a great job off of 1 foot.
5 kills for Kelsey Brennan. And there's that tough serving, another free ball for the Aggies to convert. And they do! Jenna DeVries.
Great heads-up play by DeVries, getting up. No blocker was on her, so why not dump it over?
New Mexico State took set number 1. Set number 2 fully in control as DeVries calls their own number. We're halfway through set number 2. It is rowdy here at the Pan American Center, New Mexico State. Set number 2 a slight lead. They already took set 1 and the crowd is hot to get Hawaii under the belt. Midnight Madness, the beginning of the college basketball season, is this Friday. And ESPNU will be on 11 campuses across the nation, including North Carolina, Kentucky, Duke, Connecticut, and more to deliver a preview of some of the top college programs with whip-around coverage. Midnight Madness on ESPNU Friday at 9 Eastern. Well, people get pretty fired up for Midnight Madness. People are fired up here, and a lot of it has to do with Meredith Hayes' back row attack.
Absolutely. Even when they're not out of systems, you know what? They're going to Meredith Hayes. We're seeing her going up against solid triple blocks, solid double blocks, and you know what? She's using high hands, swinging hard, and still generating kills out of the back row.
Ten kills, 2 digs already. She's had 8 double-doubles. And Brynja Rogers is serving for the Aggies. Danielson for a kill.
I like running that 2 tempo for Danielson as she passes right, she transitions to the middle of the court, and just changing up the offensive look for her, changing the tempo of the ball, getting her in the middle of the court is a great way to get hitters going.
Goes right at Ziegler. They're trying to make Ziegler handle most of those balls. And another kill for Stephanie Ziegler. And that is kill number 8 for her.
Wow, that time having to pass the ball, transition out of bounds, and make a good decision with an out-of-systems play. Really, Ziegler just trying to put it on Hawaii hard, and that time getting the kill.
Look at the kills difference. 31 for New Mexico State. Not necessarily what you would expect. A double what Hawaii had.
Well, what we're seeing is Hawaii's having to send a lot of free balls over because the passing's not quite there, or on defense not getting the perfect dig and being able to set, but New Mexico State handling the first contact and getting a lot of swings.
That's the first time we've seen a clean kill from Croson. Kill number 5. Overpass is going to be paid for. Brittany Hewitt picks up another kill.
Great job by Hewitt, just patrolling the net. You have to be prepared for those overpasses, and that time Hewitt, not today, was ready for it.
Elizabeth Blake, the freshman libero, serving. Outside to Hayes. Doug. Croson. Hayes again. Over. And they're calling the backcourt attack because Hawaii's backcourt setter was up high in front of the 10-foot line.
Great job by Desiree Scott getting up and probably knowing that, just going up and hitting away at the ball. Again, back row setter, can't go up and touch the ball. She kind of leaped off of 1 foot there and was contacting it at the same time.
Meredith Hayes has 30 swings on the ball, has attempted to hit 30 times. To give you an idea, her next closest opponent 17 times.
And maybe half of those might have been out of the back row. We've seen her a lot taking those back row attack swings.
Nice thought there from Michelle Kuster, but went out. And Elizabeth Blake, the freshman, struggling a little bit. You count on them to be the key to your serve receive.
Yeah, well, and you see there Kuster going up and looking for the tip right over the block. It is there, but that time just going wide with it.
Hayes uses the block.
Well, that's what we've seen her doing a lot today. Not necessarily a lot of clean kills, but going high hands, something that she's really good at, producing the kills, which is great when you're out of systems as well. I mean, that's what makes her so special as an outside hitter.
What makes Hawaii so dangerous, though, is their talent. When this all comes together for Hawaii, it can be frightening. So New Mexico State enjoying and pressing down while they are completely in control. Croson with a kill.
Oh yeah, you gotta like step on their necks while you have them down. If you've got Hawaii at home and you're trying to win this match, do not give them any daylight.
Blake puts that up. Hewitt. Back to Hayes. Shut down. Little Mita Oyato.
Doing a good job setting the block that time. Oyato making sure, and Brittany Hewitt doing a good job closing. A little bit of a low set here for Meredith Hayes. Not too many places for her to go, but great double block for Hawaii.
Scott Wong, the assistant coach, talking with Brittany Hewitt. And Wednesday night women's college volleyball continues on ESPNU with 2 matches. First at 6 Eastern, the North Carolina Tar Heels take on the Duke Blue Devils. And then at 8 Eastern, the Florida Gators face the South Carolina Gamecocks. Wednesday night women's college volleyball on ESPNU. And Florida, of course, such an important part of the SEC for the last few years, but take a look after the match that preceded us, Kentucky and Tennessee.
Now, remember, Florida was picked to finish first, Tennessee second, but Kentucky came in and won the 5-set thriller in Lexington over Tennessee, so a big win for the Wildcats at home.
Yeah, but I like the parity in the SEC. I mean, you can really see a lot of strength right across the board.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, and especially with Kentucky, Tennessee, Florida, and you do have LSU on the West that does a very good job. So, I mean, there is plenty of strength in the SEC, and last year they sent 6 teams to the NCAA conference.
You know, we're talking so much about Kanani Danielson, who's really just getting warmed up. There's so much talent in those teams. We want to hear from you guys on Twitter today. Tweet us, please. We want to know, who do you think the best player in the country is this season? So many people to choose from. It's a wide open year. Tweet us your answer, and we'll talk about it later. Kanani Danielson, certainly a candidate. I'll tell you, that woman, Meredith Hayes, a candidate for freshman of the year.
Oh, she has to be up there. Just what she's done in this conference, leading the conference, leading her team in kills and points scored. That is so impressive as only a freshman here at New Mexico State.
Watch how high Jane Croson throws this ball. Ace.
Great serve. Remember, that's a top spin jump serve, a lot like an attack out of the back row, and those can be just as volatile as hitting in the front row if you get a lot of speed and arm swing behind it.
19 aces this season. Another high toss. And speaking of, a nice solid kill from Michelle Kuster.
All started with the great pass from Ziegler, getting the Croson topspin serve off of her platform so that DeVries could get a great set off, and that's exactly how you run through your passing to make sure that you're getting a good pass to your setter.
Hayes in the backcourt, enters the backcourt with 11 kills. We should keep track of how many she gets out of the backcourt. Danielson, she likes that line.
She's been trying to find it all night, really, and even when she goes to the line, you're not seeing a lot of speed or pop on that shot. Really, it's more of a decision to make the middle back run all the way across the court. And as you've seen, she has a lot of success with it when she keeps it in bounds.
Tough serve. Another service ace, number 5 for Hawaii. And that's enough for Mike Jordan. He's going to take a timeout and talk to his team a little bit. Historically, in this series, Hawaii has dominated when you take a look at the series history.
Well, absolutely. You see they're 30-2 all time, but the last time Hawaii lost in the regular season in conference was against New Mexico State in 2008, and that was at Hawaii.
And you take a look at Hawaii's dominance in the WAC. 15 straight regular season titles, 42 consecutive regular season wins. As you said, some of these players on this New Mexico State team, though, remember beating Hawaii in Hawaii. And, of course, only 4 regular season conference losses since 1999. The freshmen, especially on New Mexico State, don't care.
Not at all. They show no fear. They don't care. Number 8, yeah, right. We do not care. We're playing volleyball on our side of the net. We haven't seen any fear out of the young Aggies here tonight.
Well, ESPNU's coverage of college football continues Saturday with 2 of the top teams in the ACC. First, catch the All-State game of the week at 3:30 Eastern as Tevin Washington and Stephen Hill lead the Yellow Jackets against Virginia. And then at 7 Eastern, it's undefeated Clemson against Maryland. ACC college football on ESPNU Saturday. Meredith Hayes, 11 kills, and Well, Coach told us she was great. She's taken 31 swings on the ball, and that may be the real number that we're looking at. It's how much they're relying on her.
Yeah, we haven't even made it all the way through the second set, and already she's taken as many swings as many people don't even take in an entire match. So Meredith Hayes really working that shoulder out here tonight.
It's a young shoulder for a freshman, so she can probably take it at this point. And another one through the block for Kuster, kill number 3.
So that time a little attitude at the end of it, going behind that quick set off the setter's hands. You know, New Mexico State likes to run a lot of double quicks at the block, which means that you're making the Hawaii block have to decide who they really want to go after if you're running that fast of an offense on your side of the net.
New Mexico State won set number 1. They are in a great position in set number 2, but Hawaii leading by 3. And another kill from Adolfo puts Hawaii at set point.
I like the way they're going back to their middles here in Hawaii, and Adolfo going off of 1 foot behind the setter. Now New Mexico State having to play perfect volleyball if they want to take this set away.
Mito Oyato serving. And that time through the block goes Kelsey Brennan, kill number 6.
Again, going off that 1 foot slide. She likes the wide slide behind the setter. A great arm swing, it's just so quick. I think that's why the block is having such a hard time on Hawaii's side, slowing down her swing.
We remain at set point for the Wahine. Croson, pass. Danielson off the heads of the blockers. Perfect from Blake. And that time Adolfo waits for it. Hawaii takes set number 2. We are tied up at a set apiece.
Maybe not where Hawaii thought they would be, but hats off to New Mexico State for making such a big push in that first set to take it away.
So New Mexico State came out and controlled set 1 and most of set 2. The Wahine came back, fought back. We start over again, basically. Best 2 out of 3 after the break.